If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
I know everybody's thinking, like, what happened at the Golden Globes last night? We'll get to that in just a second. Just hold on. Slow down. I gotta know. But kind of a crazy story. First, Nigel Lithgow has stepped down from So You Think You Can Dance. This comes after. He's kind of like the co-creator of American Idol and all those shows, those talent shows. Really a driving force behind all that stuff. He's been sued by Paula Abdul. She claims he sexually assaulted her on a season of American Idol and then sexually assaulted her assistant. And then it happened again while she was working as a judge on So You Think You Can Dance. And then after that came out, like last week, 2 more women filed suits against him. So he has finally stepped down.
But you know what, though? I think he's so, in spite of all that, I think he's hilarious. His part in the show Third Rock from the Sun was awesome. He was funny as the lead in that, as well as Little Lord Fauntleroy in the Shrek movies. He did a wonderful job with that as a voice actor.
Spectacular. I don't know.
Nigel Lithgow.
Yeah. So he's down. And he says, it's deeply offensive to me and everything I stand for. And he's saying, it's time to restore my reputation. I'm dedicating myself to clearing my name. So, yeah, that's probably a good idea. The Rachel has returned. That's what Page 6 is saying. The Rachel. If you don't know, that is the name of Jennifer Aniston's haircut when she was on the show Friends, which inspired many, many women to go to their hairdresser, stylist, beautician, and ask for the Rachel. Here's Jennifer Aniston at the Golden Globes last night.
Yeah.
Looking pretty much exactly the same as she did when she was on Friends.
Do we know the reason why
I don't know.
it has returned? That's interesting.
Yeah, because Matthew Perry died.
Oh, like a callback kind of thing?
It could be. People flooding back to watch more Friends again. But Friends is on everywhere.
Yeah.
All the time. It's always on.
When my wife first got her hair cut, like a really, what you would call noticeable length in her hair for the first time was when she went and got a Rachel in the early 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
Same color and everything? Or she kind of already had
she
the
already
same
had
color?
she didn't color it, but yeah, that haircut.
That's
Because
nuts.
up until then, she had really long, big hair.
Yeah. So this was interesting. Over the weekend, there was this New York Times article that talked about how Taylor Swift may be a closeted gay person, and her team was apparently livid about it. So they issued their own statement saying, this would never happen to a guy like Shawn Mendes, whose fan base has called him out for being a closeted person. It was like, whoa! And poor Shawn Mendes is probably at home like, what the hell? What are you talking about me for? Yeah. So it's
What
not
do they mean? This never would have happened. What wouldn't have happened?
calling out somebody for being a closeted homosexual.
But they've done it to Shawn Mendes.
Well,
a lot.
They were talking about the reporting at the New York Times, not the actual fan base, because that's what they said. They said this would have never, this kind of opinion piece would have never happened about a man.
Yeah,
but he's not as famous and popular and all as Taylor Swift is.
Yeah.
And why are they so mad? Are they saying that's an insult?
I don't know. I guess speculating.
Yeah, one of
is
the things
insult.
they said in the article was their deal was you are something about you are hiding your own speculation. You use an opinion piece as a way to just throw rumor out there, and that's irresponsible reporting.
Yeah, and it's the New York Times. Like,
Yeah.
Well, they're nothing but irresponsible. New York Times.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. I mean, it was an opinion piece, and there's a place for opinion in the news, but that was it's a weird thing to even say, honestly.
Yeah, they were saying that because the New York Times published it, that you've given it some credence.
Well, they do that.
And it doesn't deserve any credence whatsoever just because it's one person's opinion that,
The Marxist media does that all the time.
Sure.
That's how they started the whole Russiagate situation against Trump.
Yeah.
Getting one place to print it, and then the next, that gives it credence.
Yeah.
So now we can all run with it.
Yeah.
And there was never anything to it, and that was proven. But I don't understand why she would be so upset.
Yeah, I don't know if she's upset, but it was
Does it
clear.
mean she's against gay people?
Who, Taylor Swift?
Yeah. Is that why she's so upset and offended?
No, I don't think so.
That's what it sounds like to me.
you're doing the same thing.
I'm just saying, why does that accusation make her so upset? Why is it such a big deal?
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I kind of do. I didn't know if you were going to add anything else.
No.
And then the Golden Globes were last night, where Taylor Swift did appear for a while. Jennifer Lopez was there. I mean, that woman is a vision. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. She looked incredible. She was there with Ben Affleck. Matt Damon was also there. Oppenheimer won for Best Motion Picture. Barbie won for box office totals and things like that. Billie Eilish won for Song in a Movie from the Barbie movie. And yeah.
And Succession was the best TV show, voted best TV show of the year.
Which I've never seen, but my parents love that show.
I've only seen like half of the first season, and then I got off. I didn't mean to get off of it; it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
But I got to go back and start. It's great.
Is that the one where John Goodman is a preacher?
No.
And Danny McBride plays his son, and then Adam Devine plays his other son?
No.
What's that one called?
Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, yeah.
Danny McBride.
They're both on the same network, though, right? On the TJ Maxx. I think so.
I think so. Yeah. I think
Well,
you're
the
right.
Bear won something.
Yeah.
That's
I
your
like
show.
that show, yeah.
Jeremy Allen White was up there, said he was prouder of this show than he was about his Calvin Klein ad that was out last week. And those are just a few things that are now trending.
Jeremy Allen White, you get over here. Get in this house. All right, just how famous has Tech D Rob gotten? This is no joke. The man can't even go pick up his dinner anymore without being recognized and, kind of weirding him out a little bit because he has those social anxiety diseases and things. We'll find out coming up next.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies.
It's more than regular funny. It's extra funny. The Extra Funny podcast is live every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Ace and TJ Family app and available anytime where you get podcasts. Now, more Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So you got all those Christmas bills left to pay, from all the stuff you did buying for other people. You could use a win. So why not Why not try to get in on some Ace and TJ prizes with Ace TJ Prime and Ace TJ Prime Plus? Easy for you to get signed up. You go to acetj.com/prime. Win all kinds of rewards, would lead to big prizes, big stuff. So please go do that. Not for us, but for you.
Yeah, not
For you. So, the Tech D Rob, his goal when joining the Ace and TJ show was not to become a huge celebrity. His goal and what he wanted to do was stay behind the scenes. Thus, technical director Rob. Technical meaning working on the machines and stuff. But, I mean, he is such a gem of a personality, so interesting that we had to start bringing him in to the the forefront of what goes on. Oh, well, he still has to do all of his behind the scenes stuff too, so we just kind of double him up. So now Rob has become such a big celebrity, so popular, so famous. He can't even go and pick up a pizza for dinner without having to deal with fans. Explain how that works, Rob. What happened to you at the Little Caesars?
Right. So on Saturday, Meredith was out with her friends at a movie, so I was like, okay, I know what I want for dinner, pizza. And the Little Caesars by me is the best Little Caesars in the whole state, in the North Carolina, South Carolina. The dude kills it every time. So I went up there in line to get my pizza, and he pulls it out of they call it a pizza portal. It's where you can go inside and get it from that and not have to talk to anybody, but they also have a drive-through. So it was either don't talk to somebody and get it, or go through the drive-through and have to talk to somebody. I chose drive-through. And then as he was getting the pizza out, he then reached for something else, and it was a cup. It had all the NFL teams on it. And then he looked at me and he goes, "You're supposed to spend $20 to get this, but I know you're a fan, so I'll give you one." So
he knew who you were when you drove up and went and got your pizza without asking you what your name was.
Right.
And he knew that you were a Carolina Panthers fan and gave you the cup even without you're qualifying for it because he knew you were such a big fan.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so did he know from facial recognition? Did he know from your name on the order?
I don't know. Okay. I just know that every once in a while, I go up there and he'll see me at the window and doesn't come and ask me my name. He just goes and grabs my pizza.
And you said this is a family-owned establishment.
Right. I've only ever seen him working, or a woman I assume is his wife, and a younger woman that I assume is his daughter because she looks like the two of the other people that work there.
So they're the franchise owners, and he runs it like a family business. Okay. And obviously that made you feel awkward.
Correct.
That's my question. How did you respond?
I thanked him for the cup and went through the rigmarole of the conversation, and then I left.
The rigmarole. What is rigmarole?
It's just like you go through the motions.
The idle chit chat.
Yeah.
All right.
Just give me my pizza.
Now, do you think that it's because you order pizza from there too much, or that's what it is?
I do think that because I go there at least once a week.
Okay, well, it sounds to me like that guy is just on top of things. He probably has a good memory. He probably recognizes you from coming through there, and you usually have kind of the same order?
Somewhat. It varies a little bit, but it's mostly always a pizza and some sort of bread side.
Yeah, and you have probably worn a Carolina Panthers hat in there before.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, and if anybody would remember something, it is a hat that big.
Yeah.
So
It's like a billboard on somebody's head.
Probably thinking that, oh my God, the Jumbotron is in the driveway.
Yeah, when he said, "I know you're a big fan," he meant physically get a big old
big old head.
Yeah.
How cool.
And I told you before that my dad also had a guy that he knew at a Little Caesars, so I'm just following in my dad's footsteps.
Oh, it's not the same location
No.
where your dad used to go ask if they had any mess ups?
No, it's not the same one. And he'd ask for mess ups, and the guy would go, "Well, what do you want on it?"
We'll mess one up and make it exactly the way you want.
Yeah. Wow.
So you're not even son of the mess up.
No.
You're just a customer on your own that guy remembers.
He's a man standing alone at the Little Caesars on his own 2 feet getting free stuff.
Now, do you think they know you from the show or just from showing up there?
I'd say probably just from showing up there.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah. What do you think they call you?
Oh, I don't know.
Like if they say, that guy that comes in here all the time, we call him Big Panther Hat.
Big head.
Yeah.
Oh, big old head.
Yeah, Big is in there somewhere.
You know Rob. He's the one with the big old Panthers hat. That one.
Doesn't really talk a lot.
I bet you looked at that guy like he had 3 heads. He's probably thinking, I'm trying to be nice to him, but he was just weird.
Yeah.
He acted weird about it.
Would you rather him have not given you the cup so that you did not have to engage or would not have had to have engaged in conversation with him?
Ooh, that's a good question. The cup's real nice, but if I would have known beforehand there was a choice, I would have always chosen not to have the interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would have known you'd have to have that much interaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we know how it's going to be from now on.
I got to use the pizza portal every time from now on.
Yeah, you won't be getting any cups, though, if you don't order $20 worth of stuff.
Damn, you're right.
He's got the cup now.
Yeah, but I mean, what's going to be the next cup, Ace? Maybe they're going to be, giving away other Panthers type paraphernalia.
And also, you need more than one of a cup. You gotta have a set of it.
Well, just make it easy. Just order more than $20 worth of stuff.
But that's if you use the pizza portal, they can't put the cup in there with it, so you would have to ask the person for the cup afterwards.
Oh my God! All right, well,
what do we do?
Then you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to not get any more cups, I guess.
All right, we got to put you on somebody's prayer list.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, there's a guy who has a problem, and part of the Ace and TJ family will call him jealous and insecure, and the other part will call him right. And then he's trying to make a go of it with a bad woman. We'll tell you the situation, let you decide next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them. When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt.
This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show from the Calotren Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
So cold where we live right now. I'm finna go make me a hot tang and vodka.
Ooh.
Bet that'll warm you up. Want hot tang and vodka.
Hot tang and vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Hot tang.
Did you create that, TJ?
No, I just see it on a little internet thing here. Hot tang and vodka. So you make tang according to the instructions.
Right.
And then you pour it into a cup and heat the cup and then add the vodka, or you can go ahead and add the vodka to it before you heat it, I guess. I don't know. But it's very hard.
Is that Tang the astronaut drink?
No, Rob. It's that other one.
I'm trying to make sure because this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry.
What other
Why would it not make sense?
I don't know.
It's
It's weird.
an orange drink, just like orange juice. You put vodka in orange juice. It's like a spiced, orange spiced hot drink.
It would be funny if you walk in, they're holding it with two hands. Oh, hot chocolate? No, hot Tang and vodka. Oh my God.
Woo, hot Tang.
Tang, girl.
All right, here's the guy with the problem. He said that he's been dating this girl for a year and a half. The first time he met her, they hung around each other for a little bit, and he just fell for her immediately, told her that he was having these feelings for her. But she said she was in an open relationship at the time. And so he backed off. A few months later, he saw her again, and then he helped her with some carpentry, which I don't know if I believe that or they just used that as a euphemism in the story. And he was, working with wood. And so I don't. So she said, you know what? I'm not in that open relationship anymore. I'm wanting a monogamous relationship now. So boom, there they go. They've been together. He thinks she's wonderful. But now a bunch of her ex-boyfriends are calling her and wanting to hang out and everything because they know that she is the low-hanging sexual fruit from when they knew her before.
Right.
And she feeds into it, and he says that I don't like that. She says, you need to trust me. And he's saying, so I struggle with jealousy and anger and distrust when this happens. And I've shared those feelings with her, but she can't let these folks move on. She says I'm stealing her freedom and controlling her by asking her to ignore them. So he's asking for advice. He does not need her as a girlfriend, right? When you think?
Yeah.
He's not just being jealous and insecure and he needs to grow up and all of that because, I mean, that was her immediate past before he met her and got into a relationship with. Okay, back up a second. If you meet a woman and you hit it off and then you ask her about her dating situation, she says, I'm in an open relationship. Okay, does that make you to where, all right, she's not the type of person I want to be dating anyway? Or would you just say, as soon as you're out of that and you want to be monogamous, I'm here for you?
No, yeah, that's just not somebody I'm going to even start with.
Right.
Once you find that out.
Would you, Ace?
No. Just move on. That's all. Yeah.
Do you believe him?
Believe him what?
Believe me?
Yeah.
Oh, believe Ace?
It's questionable. I'll admit it's questionable.
Because, I mean, a lot of times he'll be the one, I would probably like to be in an open relationship. Could have pulled it off. And,
Yeah,
why fault her?
One. I don't want her to be in one.
Yeah. But then the fact that she's even talking to these, multiple ex-boyfriends who are calling all at the same time. They're like, hey, what happened to our I thought I was down for Wednesday nights. I had a standing appointment or whatever.
Yeah. In no way, shape, or form are they just friends. They're only contacting her for purely sexual reasons. Thus, out of respect for him, if they're going to be in a monogamous relationship, she should not be having these conversations.
Yeah.
Did you mention if he was unfortunate looking?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
It doesn't show a picture of him.
I'm betting, yeah.
I don't know. I would probably think she is too. Well, he's from New Hampshire, so take from that what you will. So I guess she is too. And I've seen a lot of that, what is it called? New Hampshire law, where they follow the game wardens in New Hampshire or whatever. And I don't know that I've seen.
Is that a TV show?
Yeah, it's a reality show. I don't know that I've seen an attractive person in that. So that's all I've got to go by. I don't know anybody from New Hampshire. But, the game wardens and the poachers that they're tracking down, they don't ever appear to be supermodels by any means.
But if she's unwilling to do it, he should probably just move on.
I think he should move on anyway. If it's that important that she's trying to stand her ground on it. You got to trust
I would agree.
me.
Yes, I would agree.
There's like 4 girls in New Hampshire. I mean, you don't really have many options.
Yeah, you do have to look around and go, wait a minute.
She's dating 6 other guys, but.
It's just they're all just playing the odds.
That's like half the male population. In New Hampshire. That's right.
What else are they going to do?
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Oh. They've done a study about the linguistics in the United States now and where we have gone and the big changes and the things that are acceptable now that used to not be acceptable. This will be relatable to everyone. Coming up next.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show. More next.
Today, every company is a technology company. No matter what type of business you're doing, you are a technology company in some fashion. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you should let CompuCom guide you. CompuCom is a proven leader in managed IT services. They deliver innovative solutions designed for how you work today and, most importantly, for how that will transform tomorrow. They help you deliver results. Just go to CompuCom.com for details. That's CompuCom.com. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com. Give the gift of health and community with the Gaston County Family YMCA membership. It's more than just a gym. It's an opportunity to join a community, receive support for health and wellness, and participate in programming for all ages. Get details at GastonYMCA.org.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
My wife is coming in today to get back on TJ and Jody's House podcast. You know, the long holiday breaks, and then even when we came back to work, it was in the middle of the week, so we didn't have one last week. So she is going to be bouncing in here, all excited, ready to kick off another year. She loves it so much. So that'll be posted around noon today if Tech D Rob can get his head out of Fortnite. That's the only game I can think of.
He's in Fortnite.
Yeah. Say Halo then. Oh. Pac-Man. So linguistics experts say that cussing has become more widely acceptable over the past 2 decades, but mostly because it's increasingly used for other purposes than to insult people. No, sorry, linguistics experts, you are wrong. That is not why it has become more widely acceptable for people to cuss, in a public forum or in public. The reason why is because our society no longer accepts a proper decorum or demands proper decorum, and people are ignorant and need the Lord, and they're not taught right because their parents haven't taught them the correct way. So that's why linguistics experts, coming from a linguistics expert that didn't get involved in this study, that's why people are cussing more now in public and not thinking a thing about it, and people are okay with it because you don't know how to act. Mainly, let's just summarize it to that, because people don't know how to act. Boom. Put that in your linguistics. That's what they are, just a bunch of linguistics.
So this is a bad thing?
Yeah, and obviously they didn't do a study into whether or not men prefer women who cuss all the time in their natural vocabulary. Because I'm hearing women all the time just cussing up a storm out there.
You're saying that's a bad thing.
Yeah, men don't want that.
Yeah.
Women are certainly
Good men.
Women are more proud that they cuss them. You never hear men saying like, "I swear like a sailor." I don't. But you hear it all the time from women.
Mm-hmm.
You do. That's true. I never thought of that.
I don't know why.
You're right.
Because it's breaking a societal norm that people have expected from women. Why is it that men get to cuss all the time and not be judged for it? Well, hey, look, they are.
I think they are.
They're being judged for it. It's just that you're being judged more harshly by them. Tell you, don't shoot the messenger. Just learn how to act. Just do that. Take these linguistics people with you. Teach them a thing or two.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Breaking records all over the place. Top trending topics coming up in Now Trending.
Live in the morning and anytime you want it on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.